Hello everybody! Welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons! I kind of caught that one. Doing Rambler. Found this nice little number buried in my closet and thought of you. Maybe I couldn't pull it off anymore, but maybe you can. Shoot, I know you can. Where and think of me. Gahaha, I spelled it for you. Your pal Serrano. I mean, we'll see. I didn't get to red. I just saw that. It's a pilot's cap. It's gonna take... Nah, I don't... Not with this outfit, at least. See, I'm still kind of waking up, but it's fine. Let's head straight to turnips, because it was a little bit. You can hear a motorcycle going by outside. I do apologize for that if you could hear that through the microphone. Can't really help it. We live on a street corner. Hence why a car was able to hit our house. And it's summer, so everybody's got to get their compensation machines out. So, you know. Hey, Timmy. What's up, man? Turnip prices. 117. Okay. Afternoon price will probably be pretty good. That matches the vibe of my other things, but I don't know if I want that. I should also buy the, like, the summer fan and stuff, but I'll have time to buy that, probably. I don't know, man. I don't know what that's properly here for, so I should probably be buying them, but that'll come later. But, I've basically just been sitting here this morning, waking up. I've been awake for, like, about an hour at this point. Haven't been using my voice, as you can probably tell. I've been awake for about an hour, mostly just sitting in Magic Arena, trying to figure out how I'm going to complete my daily missions I've got building up. Because, like, my current daily mission I picked up today is to play blue or green spells. There's a problem here. I play white-green as my primary deck, but it's mostly white because angels. There's not really angels in other colors. I wish there was. In earlier sets, there were plenty of angels in other colors, but there really aren't any in other colors anymore, at least at the moment. Which is kind of annoying, because when I got back to playing the game, I had just a bunch of, like, packs sitting around waiting for me because I had been away for so long, and a lot of sets had released in that time, and they just give you 3 packs of every set that you're around for, you know, that your account exists for, it seems. Minus specialty packs, so I don't know if I'm going to get any Final Fantasy ones for free. It'd be really cool if I did! But, you know. Add to my what'll probably be 60 packs I'll be opening. Yeah, I've already got 50, so... through the pre-order, and I've got enough coins at the moment to buy, like, 9. So by the time that the set properly releases, which is, you know, 5 days from now, I should easily have enough to buy at least 10 more packs when it comes out, so that'll be nice. But, when I was opening those packs, I ended up getting some really cool white-black angels, which would be really helpful for what I'm trying to do. Because, like, I still have my daily mission from yesterday of destroy creatures. Again, they gave me it twice. The second time it was only 15, but still, my deck doesn't destroy things. So I was like, okay, well, I'll grab the stock green-blue structure starter deck that they give everybody and see what I can do with that. I do not know what that deck's win condition is. I don't think it has one. I think it just puts a bunch of mana on the field and goes, hey, punch me in the face, please. Like, I don't get it. Okay, I say that. Looking through the deck, I could see what is obviously the win condition, and there is a singular copy of it in the deck. There is a Hydra in the deck that every time you play a land, you double the +1/+1 counters on it. There is also a singular copy of another card that allows you to play 2 lands per turn. This will be a bamboo shoot. Yeah, let's get this dug up. It's not gonna spread, so... And actually, I think we got enough bamboo going on. Just due to the limited space. Oop, well, that's what I'm gonna go with. And, like, I've had people play this Hydra against me. I've had it done, and that thing is kind of BS, especially when you just skim it and don't quite comprehend it doubles the counters. When I first skimmed the card, I thought it said put double the number of +1/+1 counters on it, which would mean when you play a land, you put 2 +1/+1s on it. My opponent had another creature that did I forget what it did, but it did something else that comparatively, I was more afraid of. So I used Get Lost on the other creature, and then quickly realized, oh wait, no, I should have hit the Hydra with Get Lost. And yeah, I should have. I didn't, because, you know, I skimmed the card instead of reading it, because Magic Arena has some pretty strict timers to it. And you don't get to see how much time you have left. So... Hey, Flurry. Welcome. Please make yourself at home, Powderpuff. Let's talk. What you're wearing is perfect for nice summer weather. Your plaid print dress is breezy and fun. I really love it, Powderpuff. Aw, thank you. Grumble, grumble. Why couldn't it have been clothes? That way I could have had her be like, nah, I don't like it. And then Ed be like, ah, I'm terrible at this. I need to leave the island. Yeah, that left me like, just before I realized what time it was, I was sitting around trying to build my own blue-green deck that will accomplish both missions. Which is a lot harder than it might sound. Like, because, like, coming from Yu-Gi-Oh!, destroying your opponent's monsters, that's not a problem. There's free board wipes everywhere, there's tons of destroy, everyone has access to... you have to fight through your opponent's creatures to even punch them in the face. So you have to go through the effort of destroying their things. Like, that's... In Yu-Gi-Oh!, destroying 15 monsters is like a duel. Maybe 2. You know, stretching it 3, because you clear your opponent's board 3 times. In Magic, like, it really heavily depends on the color you're playing, more than anything. Because, like, blue does not have destroy by the looks of it. Like, I literally went to the search bar and just typed in destroy, and there were virtually no blue cards that destroy anything. They exile or counter, or, you know, they don't destroy. So if you're a blue mage who gets this mission, you now have to play another color entirely just to get destroy effects. Which, I do get, it would be a little silly if every color could do everything, but I was expecting them to have something. You know, or at least there to be some generic colorless cards that are expensive but destroy. Like... that would be nice, but that's not what they got going on. So, like, I'm just kind of at a loss for how I'm gonna get these missions done efficiently. Alright, message bottle. Yo, future DIY lover. The other day I was coming up with a new strength routine when a great DIY idea hit me instead. Kinda like to keep it a secret, but I'm gonna trust you. Shh. Now go use it. Go, go! Your team Go, team DIY, Moose. Kettlebell. I could really use one of those, but I've kind of just adapted a dumbbell to effectively serve as a kettlebell. And, like, that's the point where I feel like there might be someone going, how do you do that? Just give me one second here. I need to... This is how you do it. Because, you know, it works. Like, I'm basically in the camp where I'm like, I really want to do a variety of exercises, not just, you know, the same few. Because, like, I would like to work more of my entire body rather than just, you know, my arms and legs. So I basically set that up so I could do, and again, I don't remember the exercise, but you basically swing the kettlebell between your legs, then you kind of thrust forward, and then it swings up, and then you just repeat that for a while. It makes me sore afterwards, so it's doing something. Quack, feeling psyched, queen. Let's talk. Think you're better at this morning thing than I am, queen. Nah. See, you already sound awake, and I'm not. So, you know, you're clearly better at it than I am, Diva. Simon! Simon! Hey, it's Steven. I like running into you. Let's talk. This tasting island is a stare. Everything tastes great. Everything. How about that butterfly? Taste it yet? If you haven't, you better get on it. What about cilantro here? You taste him yet? Better get on it. Simon just walks up to him and licks him. Morning, best time for a walk, right? Nah, afternoon's kind of that. Weather's downright pleasant, like my sunny disposition. I mean, it looks unpleasant to me, but so does weather outside. Let's hop in here. Oh, I think he's right at the door. She's helping today. She's the greeter. Here to check out new clothes too, Steven? Nice. Oh, can I coordinate your outfit? No, let me coordinate your everything. Let me make you fabulous. Chat with me. Studying fashion right now. At least, that's what I'm saying I'm doing. For tax purposes. You know, good reason. Good, you know, tax reasons. Alright, let's see. Yes. Become a mage. Bunny mage. Yes. Okay. It's perfect. It's not quite bunny shoes, but we're getting there. Bunny mage. I just need, like... Gotta put some tights on again. Let's see. Yeah, that's... It's probably about as good as I'm gonna get from here for now. So, yeah, bunny mage. I will make my purchase. I can just afford it. Hey Sabes, I'm a bunny mage now. Hi there, Steven. What are you looking for today? Not so fast. If you want to buy something in this store, you gotta go through me. It's entirely fair. Yeah, like, Magic confuses me. And, like, that's part of my issue with deck building, as it's like, okay. Like... I hate a lot of the things that, like, black does, because it does not induce fun. It does not bring joy. And in my opinion, it doesn't bring joy for either player. Though some Magic the Gathering players are just messed up like this. Hey, Steven, how you been, Hammy? What's the latest? How's the sunny weather you've been having lately, Hammy? Helps me work up a good sweat. Because, like, black destroying things is fine. The amount of black cards that say, make your opponent discard a card, or look at your opponent's hand and take a card from it, or, you know, it's like, can I play the game, please? If you just want to play cards on a table, you can do that without me. Like, I hate those effects, and I'm glad Yu-Gi-Oh! Mostly got away from them. Oh, she's given real goth vibes from the floor and wallpaper. I cannot wait to see your home, Rhonda. So glad we met on that island. And now I'm all moved here now. Still got lots of unpacking to do, but I'm really looking forward to spending time together here. Aww. I cannot wait to see her house. Okay, I've already found all my fossils today. Cool. I have not found the money rock yet, though. So I still gotta come bonk these rocks. But like, on my last Final Fantasy 14 stream, I actually was rambling about that as well, of just like, how annoying black is. And like, it basically just comes down to one of the... It's a card that finds its way into every black deck. Like, if your deck is playing black, you're going to play this card. Which, you know, mostly just because you have absolutely no reason not to. It's a 1/1 flyer for 2 that, when you bring it out, you look at your opponent's hand and exile a card from it, basically banishing it, which in Magic is almost properly gone. There's some things that'll allow you to get things back from banishment, but not many. Like, it may as well be gone. Until the bat leaves the field. But here's the thing with Magic. Unless you have an effect that says destroy. Also, there is some Z fighting going on Serrano's house up there. I don't know if you guys can see that. That's... And C fighting, X fighting, whatever it is. When textures fight over who's on top. Like, unless you have an effect that destroys that bat, you're never destroying that bat, because your opponent's never going to let you destroy that bat. You know, Steven, how are you, Snorty? Let's talk. A little fresh air never fails to cheer me up, Snorty. That's entirely true. Oh, Flick's here! I didn't even know. I guess we're catching bugs today. Now let's come get my fossils identified. Wait, I'm pretty sure back here will be the money rock. Hey, Flick, I need this stick. Thank you, man. Because, like, they can choose whether to block or attack with this bat. And if you have no flyers, they're just going to keep punching you in the face over and over and over and over and over again for 1 damage with this bat. You know? And if you do have flyers, they're just never going to block. Like, unless they have to, they're just never going to block with that bat or attack with it. So that you never get your card back. And admittedly, there are other cards that can do that. Like, there's a white enchantment that does the same thing. This is an enchantment, not a creature. Enchantments are a lot easier to get rid of. It also costs 4 mana. This bat is 2, and is on a body. And you're probably, hopefully seeing why I say there's effectively no reason not to play it if you're playing a black deck. Like, it is exceedingly frustrating to deal with this bat. Like, there are effectively 2 decks I have encountered that if I run into them, I basically just concede on the spot, because I'm not winning. The first is basically the mono-red aggro deck that's all the rage right now, because Wizards is not thinking clearly, it seems. That is probably the best deck from what I understand. basically it's full of haste creatures with prowess and a lot of cheap ramping buffing spells that just you'll kill your opponent by turn 2. It's just ridiculous. It's Yu-Gi-Oh! At that point, except it's the only deck playing Yu-Gi-Oh! While the rest of them are still playing Magic. But, like, that one I'll just surrender to. My angels are too slow. Turn 2, I might be playing, like, a 1-3 or a 2-2, while they've already got, like, I'm already at, like, maybe 6 life left, and they're, like, you know, they're piling on, like, 20 plus more damage over, like, 4 or 5 creatures. It's freaking ridiculous. Like... And then there is the black, I'm going to make you not able to play the game deck. Like, its entire goal is just mill the opponent as much as possible. Not mill, but like make your opponent discard cards as much as possible so that they just simply don't have cards to play with. And it's like, where is the fun in this? Like, I say this as somebody who, in Yu-Gi-Oh!, plays Monarchs, a floodgate archetype. It's all about setting up the basically locks of your opponent cannot do things unless they have the response. But see, that's the thing. Monarchs can be countered. Monarchs are also incredibly bricky, and it's highly unlikely I'm going to easily get to lock you out of the game. These black decks, they're gonna have no problem doing it. The only way to not get locked out of the game is to punch them in the face faster than they can rip cards out of your hand. That is your only hope. So it's like, what are you even supposed to do? Like, if your deck isn't an aggressive deck, they win. Because you're not gonna get to play the game, and they are. Because a lot of these things are like the bat, which can still punch you in the face. Like... It's just... It is very frustrating. And like... Coming from Yu-Gi-Oh! And I know Magic doesn't do this, but coming from Yu-Gi-Oh! There are so many cards that I've seen that it just makes sense to just ban them. Just get them out of the format. It would make it better for everybody. Like, this bat. Ban it. That is way too high of a rate for what it does. Like, way too low of a rate for what it does. Like, it's way too high value, basically. So, get rid of it. It is effectively a +1 on a body for almost no mana whatsoever that can be played in virtually every deck. Like, especially given dual lands are a thing, you could be playing, like, a mono, mostly mono, any other color deck, and just splash in some dual lands, because dual lands tend to have, like, Surveil or Scry, which let you look at the top card of your deck, which helps you basically draw what you actually want to be drawing. So you just play a bunch of dual lands so that you can get black sources and just splash the bat. Like, there's nothing stopping you. A long locust. Like, that is so frustrating to deal with when, like, there's a card that generically useful. And, again, coming from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Perspective, yeah, that should be banned. Ban it. Get rid of it. It's too good. I don't know why it hasn't been banned. You know? And the answer there is almost certainly just Wizards doesn't like banning things. Oh, I didn't realize that bug had even paid any attention to me. I mean, Wizard's philosophy almost seems to be, the card will rotate out eventually, except this standard format is going to be for the next, like, 5 years. So, like, that's gonna be a long time, of dealing with this back. And dealing with the mono red aggro decks. That is going to force so much power creep. Because, I mean, let's look at this from like a logical perspective of card game design. To sell someone who is able to play this mono red aggro deck for the next 5 years, to sell them on a new mono red card, it needs to be better than what they're already using. They're already able to win on turn 2. Yeah, Ed, that's Flamingo's surveillance system. Keeping an eye on you. I think he's trying to disable it. I don't trust Ed. Ed's got something going on there, and I don't trust it. It's pretty sus. I think he's the imposter. Let's vote Ed off the island. If only that was a thing we could do. I'm sure everybody would be happy if you could easily just get rid of villagers, but at the same time, though, like, I do like that you don't really have a choice in who comes and goes. I mean, you can choose who stays, but, like, I kind of wish animals still had a chance to, even if you tried to tell them to stay, like, that they would still be like, no, I need to do this, you know? Like, your friendship means a lot, but I need to do this kind of thing, you know? Like, have it be a really small chance, but, like, and just... And it's the same with black, like, there's a lot of cards currently in black that are going to be in black for a very long time, that the only way they're going to manage to sell black mages on a new set is to make better versions of what they already have. Which is going to just... Power creep is going to go insane in Magic. I mean, the power creep has already gotten to kind of silly levels because of set rotation not being fast enough, and them clearly not keeping to a power curve. Like, and what I mean by that is, let's say in one set, and I'm going to use this as an example because it's a pretty popular trope. You have your 2/2 bear. No effect. It's just a 2/2 bear. For 2 mana. 2 specific colored mana. So let's say it's a green bear with 2/2, 2 power, 2 toughness, no effect. The next set, you have another bear. Who's gonna buy another 2/2 for 2 bear? No one. They already have 4 2/2 for 2 bears. If it was a good rate to be running, they're already running it. So now what you gotta do is, well, see, this is now let's say it was 2 greens, so now it's a green and a colorless 2/2 bear. So now it's better, because now you can run it easier in multicolored things. Next set. This is all within the span of a year. Next set. Another bear. Well, crap, we've already made it so that you can run it easier in multicolored decks. We've already given them the 2/2. Okay, let's go 2/3 for 2. But it's back to being 2 colored. Probably no one's going to play that bear. No one's going to want it. Because that 1 extra toughness is not going to make a huge difference. Unless there's a lot of 2 damage instants in the format. Like, if there's a lot of, like... If red doesn't have access to any 3 damage instant spells, then yeah, okay, that might actually be pretty useful. Like, if they can only smack you for 2, but they can probably smack you for 3. So, it's not going to make a difference. So what you do then is you go, okay, we got a 2/2 for 2 bear that you can pay, and extra mana on when you're summoning it. It's a kicker to give it +1/+1. So now it's effectively a 3/3 for 3 bear. Well, people still probably aren't going to like that, but they might buy that. Especially if the format is weak enough that a 2/2 for 2 bear is actually useful. Because now you've got versatility. Now it's a 2-drop or a 3-drop. And then first set of next year, the final set of the year. Let's assume 4 sets a year. Well, now you've given them a 2/2 for 2, a 2/2 for 1 and a colorless, a 2/2 that can be a 3/3 with an extra mana. Well, now what do? Well, let's say now we're giving you a 2/2 for 2 bear that gives +1/+1 to all other bears, including itself. Well, now all of your other 2/2 bears are completely useless because you're just gonna max up on every other bigger bear that you can get because now you get a bear that's buffing all those other bears. You have now power creeped your 2/2 for 2 bear in every single set so far that year, and people aren't gonna play 16 2-drops. They're just gonna play the best bear. And then pair that with other bears to make the value of that bear even better. And like, that's the thing when you're doing set rotation and not keeping to a power curve. That is something that Yu-Gi-Oh! Can get away with, because Yu-Gi-Oh! Does have a bit of a power curve. It does. What are you talking about? Things have gotten crazy. I mean, they have. It's just that power curve, it just keeps going curve-wise, and they're way up here now instead of being way down here where Yu-Gi-Oh! Started. The curve was always there, it's just still going up. They haven't rounded yet. Yeah, I remember you, Flick. Got lots of bugs for you. Just caught one, in fact. Well, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Gets away with it because of archetypes. And banning of cards. Like, TR elements are probably the most powerful thing they have ever made. Most of that archetype is just entirely banned. Also, this is going to be 20,000 bells. 24,000. 4,000 off. It was so close. Like, archetypes keep things balanced, because T-Elements is basically banned at this point. They are to a point where they are still playable. You can still play T-Elements. They're just not the top meta contender anymore, so they're still rogue. You can still play them. Like, they're still good enough, and now you can splash them in other things, because they're a lot smaller of an engine now. You have most of your decks still open, so you splash them in things now. 161. Okay, this is my 4th good price. I need to sell. May as well buy this one here. Retro fan. Is that really retro? You can still buy fans like that. Honestly, I prefer fans like that. The one I have in the corner is just one of those little round things that just you set on a desk or a table. And like it's only really as tall as the fan itself, like the fan blades. Darn it. I want to run through my flowers. Alright, Flick. I got another bug for you. I don't know how much it's gonna actually be worth, but I do got a bug to sell. I'm gonna guess 800 bells. Citrus Longhorn Beetle. Show my squeeing heart. It's so beautiful. Keep it cool, Flick. Your Citrus Longhorn Beetle. 525. Okay, I was a bit off. I was a bit high though. It does give me an idea though on how much he pays for something. And that's definitely more than you get from selling it. Like, I mean, that's just how both CJ and Flick work. You get a lot more for selling to them than you do for Nooklings. I don't know what the percentage is more, but it is more. But, like, Magic and Pokemon both, with their set rotation, like, they can't easily keep to a power curve because, like, they just don't have archetypes. They don't have things that lock themselves to certain things. Like, here's an example of what I mean by you can release powerful cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! And it not mattering. Ojamas. The Ojama archetype is the, like, perfect example of this. They have a card that is a non-once per turn, not even once per chain, though you're not going to be able to chain more than one, card that says when it's sent to the graveyard by being destroyed by battle, search 2 Ojama cards from your deck. Just 2 of any card from that archetype. It may as well effectively grab, you know, grab full combo. Because it basically reads that. You might be wondering at that point, wow, Ojamas must be like, I have to, nah, they're not even rogue. They're not even like a tier 3 deck. They are terrible. With amazing cards. They can get away with that because Ojamas are terrible. You don't, you know, if you're playing Ojamas, you're probably doing it as a joke. You're not playing them to play them seriously, and Konami knows this, and thus they release busted cards for the deck. Like, you can, like, to play Ojamas properly, you need to be playing Ojamas, Armed Dragons, and the XYZ Union monsters, so that you can make the the penultimate Ojama boss monster, that if you do ever manage to summon it, you've won the game. You win. You're never gonna get to summon it, but if you do, you're gonna win. You know. There's, you know, in Yu-Gi-Oh! We're all about, oh man, drawing cards is so good. Everyone wants to draw cards. We literally have a card that says, draw 3 cards. Put 2 water monsters back into your deck. Tier Elements are waters. Bet you're thinking Tier Elements played that card, don't you? No. No. That sounds busted, though, doesn't it? Like, imagine that in another context. Imagine that in Magic context. You know, free spell, no mana. Draw 3 cards, put 2 blue spells back into your deck. Every single blue deck would be running that card. In Yu-Gi-Oh!, it's too inconsistent. Though, with Yu-Gi-Oh!, that inconsistency does come from the fact that we don't just have our deck full of a single color of thing. You know. So, in that case, it would be, I suppose, as for a more accurate thing, it would be a case of put 2 blue flying creatures back into your deck. You'd still probably find a way to play that in every single, you know, in basically every single blue deck. And, like, you need to be able to, if I remember how Moray of Greed, which is the card, is worded, I believe you need to be able to return the cards before you can activate it. I should actually double check exactly how it works. I remember I have tried to use this card so many times because it's at 3. It's unlimited. Okay, yeah. Shuffle 2 water monsters from your hand into your deck, then draw 3 cards. So you have to shuffle the cards first. So you would think getting those 2 water monsters in your hand and having them not be things that you want to be playing is the problem. Like, Which I suppose, actually, that works for a pretty good Magic equivalent. Shuffle 2 islands back into your deck, draw 3 cards. Have that as the effect. That would actually be a pretty good equivalent. And you could even translate that to the Pokemon TCG in the same way. Shuffle 2 water energies back into your deck, draw 3 cards. Only in the Pokemon context, it's a trainer card. Instead of a supporter, it's just a trainer. Which, like, for some decks, that would power creep Nemona. I don't know if Nemona's actually played, because back when I played, we had cards like Professor Oak. Professor Oak drew 7. So, I don't know if Nemona drawing 3 for a supporter is still good, but, or is good, I should say. I don't play the TCG proper anymore. I play TCG Pocket. Best draw card we have there is Professor Oak drawing 2. Though that's because deck sizes are 20, and if you were to draw 7, that would just be game-winning. But yeah, I think I'm gonna start collecting like purple roses to put around. Can't think of her name. Oh no, I need to learn a new name again already. I just learned Naomi. Rhonda. Yeah, Rhonda's house. Put around Rhonda's house here, because it feels like it fits. She's giving real goth vibes, so. But alright, let's find somewhere to plop my butt down to end things off for today. Yeah, Diva's Garden works. It's a nice little place. I love how Diva's house is coming out. I know I spent like all day today rambling about Magic and card games and all that stuff, but it's how I've spent my morning so far. But with that, I thank you all very much for watching, and hopefully I shall see you back here tomorrow for more Animal Crossing New Horizons. See you all then! And now in this end card, I would like to ask, if you liked the video, could you maybe hit the like button? And if you're not subscribed, could you maybe subscribe? It would help me out a lot. Thanks a bunch!